Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a question almost every ambitious beginner asks at some point. Is it really possible to retire in the next 10 years, even if you're starting from scratch? Most people think financial freedom is something you achieve at 60 or 65. But the truth is, if you follow the right plan, focus on the right habits, and stay consistent with the right strategy, you can reach it in a decade or less. Yes, really. Now, before we jump in, let me tell you something important. This video is not a get-rich-quick fantasy. I'm not going to tell you to gamble in the markets, flip random coins, or put everything into one stock and hope for the best. Nope. This video is about the real path, how actual traders, investors, and disciplined individuals create a plan that leads to freedom far earlier than traditional retirement age. And here's the best part. You don't need to be a financial genius. You don't need a huge starting capital. You don't need some secret underground strategy that only Wall Street knows. What you need is clarity. You need direction. You need a roadmap that cuts through the noise and shows you exactly what to focus on and what to ignore. So today, I'm going to walk you through the real plan, the mindset, the math, the system, and the habits that actually make a 10-year retirement possible. Whether you're 20, 30, 40, or even 50, it's never too late to start building the life you want. And stick with me until the end, because I'm going to break things down step by step, like I always do, and show you how traders and investors actually use the compounding effect, smart income decisions, and risk management to build wealth faster than most people ever realize. If you're someone who's tired of working paycheck to paycheck, if you're someone who wants freedom, not just money, if you're someone who wants a plan instead of random advice, then you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear picture of what the next 10 years could look like if you follow a disciplined, realistic, and proven approach. So let's get started. Let's break down the truth. Let's remove the confusion. And let's talk about how you can build a retirement plan that doesn't take 40 years, but only 10. A quick pause. Music shifts slightly. And ready? Let's begin. If you're watching this video, chances are you've already felt the frustration that most people experience when they think about retirement. And let's be honest, the traditional retirement system is broken. It's slow. It's outdated. And it feels almost impossible for the average person to reach financial freedom before 60. Let me explain why this matters so much, especially if you're just starting your financial journey right now. First, most people rely on a single source of income. Usually, that's their job. And there's nothing wrong with having a job. The problem is depending on that one source of money while your expenses keep increasing. You work harder, but your savings barely grow. You get a small raise, but inflation eats it up. You save a little, but emergencies wipe it out. It's a cycle millions of people are stuck in. Second, a lot of beginners believe that retirement is simply about saving whatever is left at the end of the month. And that's where everything falls apart. Because for most people, there is nothing left to save. Rent bills, groceries, transportation, family responsibilities, it all adds up. And before you know it, another year goes by and the savings account looks exactly the same. Third, many people try to invest, but they do it without a plan. Some jump into crypto hoping it will moon. Others buy random stocks because someone on social media said it's the next big thing. Others take big risks because they're trying to shortcut the process. But here's the truth. Trying to retire fast without a clear strategy is the fastest way to lose money. Another big issue is that most beginners don't understand the power of compounding. They underestimate what consistent investing can do over 10 years. They think the numbers are too small at first, so they quit early. Meanwhile, the people who stay consistent, even with small amounts, are the ones who see massive results later. And let's talk about fear, because this is a huge reason why people struggle financially. Many beginners are afraid of losing money, so they never invest at all. Others are afraid to start because they think they need a lot of capital. And some give up the moment they see a small dip in their portfolio not realizing that dips are normal, markets go up and down. But over time, investors who stay consistent win. Then there's the mindset problem. A lot of people are stuck in short-term thinking. They want fast results. They want overnight success. They want 10-year retirement results with 10-day discipline. And that simply doesn't work. You see, the real reason retirement feels impossible is because most people never get a proper plan. They follow random advice. They react emotionally. They chase trends. They try to figure it out later, and later becomes 5 years, then 10. Then suddenly, they're 45 or 50 and realizing that they're far behind. And they don't know how to catch up. That's why this topic matters. Because the earlier you understand the real blueprint, the real math, the real habits, the real strategy, the faster you can break free from this cycle. You don't have to live your entire life working for money. You can create a system where your money works for you. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. Now that we've talked about the problems and struggles most people face, let's break down the real plan, the actual framework that makes retiring in 10 years possible. And remember, this isn't theory. This is the same structure used by traders, investors, business owners, and financially disciplined individuals who build wealth consistently and predictably. We're going to break this down into 4 simple pillars: increasing your income, reducing lifestyle inflation, investing consistently with a proven system, using compounding to accelerate growth over time. Let's go through this step by step. Pillar F1C, increase your income. If you really want to retire in 10 years, saving 50D or 100 a month isn't going to cut it. You need more fuel going into your financial engine, and that means increasing your income. There are 3 basic ways to do this. Improve skills that increase your salary, add a side income stream, build a scalable income source, like trading, freelancing, online business, or investing. Most people think their job income is fixed like cement, but income is actually flexible when you start improving skills that the market values: communication, sales, analysis, digital skills, trading skills, problem solving, or technical specializations. You don't need to double your income overnight, but even an extra 300 or 500 or 100,000 per month makes a huge difference when invested over 10 years. Pillar 82 Zion, reduce lifestyle inflation. This is the silent killer of wealth. Lifestyle inflation is when your income goes up and your spending goes up with it. You get a raise and suddenly you upgrade your car, your phone, your apartment. You start eating out more subscriptions, more little purchases. And before you know it, your income increased, but you're still broke. To retire early, you must learn one skill: keeping expenses stable while income grows. It doesn't mean being cheap. It means being intentional. Here's a simple rule. Every time your income increases, save or invest at least 50% of that increase. You still enjoy your life, but you don't let lifestyle inflation steal your future. Pillar Heart 3, invest consistently with a proven system. This is the heart of your 10-year retirement plan. You need a strategy that reduces unnecessary risk, grows your money consistently, doesn't require predicting the market, works even when markets move slowly. Most beginners lose money because they chase home run trades or investments. The truth: wealth is built through consistent contributions as consistent returns. Here are the 3 safest and simplest investing methods beginners can start with. Dollar cost averaging, DCA. You invest a fixed amount every month, no matter what the market is doing. This removes fear, removes emotion, and builds wealth over time. Index fund or ETF investing. Instead of picking individual stocks, you invest in a basket of the world's top companies automatically. It's safer, simpler, and historically profitable. Systematic trading strategy. This means using clear rules based on trends, breakouts, or moving averages, so you never trade based on emotions. The key is consistency. You don't invest only when you feel like it. You follow a system. Pillar F240. Compounding, the secret weapon. Compounding is when your money starts earning money, and then that money earns even more money over time. In the first few years, progress seems slow, but by year 7, 8, 9, and 10, your portfolio can explode in size because each dollar starts multiplying. This is why a 10-year plan works, not because of magic, not because of gambling, but because of math. Most people underestimate what consistent returns can do over a decade. You won't. These 4 pillars, earning more, controlling lifestyle, investing consistently, and leveraging compounding, are the real foundation of a 10-year retirement plan. And next, I'll show you exactly how this looks in a practical, real-world example. Now that you understand the core pillars of retiring in 10 years, let's bring everything to life with a real, practical example. Because theory is great, but when you see the math, the decisions, and the outcomes clearly, that's when everything clicks. Imagine someone named Ali. He's 30 years old, earns a modest income, and has no major savings. He wants to retire in 10 years, not because he hates work, but because he wants freedom. He wants choices. He wants to spend time with family, travel, build something of his own, and live life on his terms. Let's walk through exactly what Ali does to reach early retirement. Year 1 teen, setting the foundation, Ali starts by increasing his income just slightly. He picks up a small side job on weekends that earns him an extra $300 per month. He doesn't touch this money. Instead, he commits to investing it every month through a dollar cost averaging DCA plan. He chooses a simple ETF, something like a broad market index fund, because it's stable, proven, and doesn't require picking individual stocks. So in year 1, Ali invests $300 every single month. No excuses, no skipping. By the end of year 1, he's contributed $3 to $600, not life-changing, but the foundation is set. Years 2 through 3, increasing contributions slowly. In year 2, Ali improves his skills. He learns digital marketing and freelancing skills online and slowly increases his income. This allows him to raise his monthly investment from $300 to $500. By year 3, he's investing $700 per month. And here's the key, he resists lifestyle inflation. No new car, no unnecessary upgrades. He keeps expenses stable while income rises. By the end of year 3, Ali has contributed around 18,000, 28,000, and with average market returns, his portfolio crosses about 20,000 to 2,000, 25,000. Nothing explosive yet, but compounding hasn't even started working hard. Years 4 to 60, system discipline, acceleration. By year 4, Ali has added another income stream, maybe a small online business, Fiverr, freelancing, or trading using a simple trend following strategy. He increases his monthly investments to 100,000 per month. At this point, something interesting happens. His portfolio starts compounding meaningfully. The money he invested in years 1 and 2 has grown. His monthly additions are larger, and the returns are stacking. By year 6, Ali's monthly contribution has grown to 1,200, 1,500, depending on his income. By now, his portfolio is no longer small. It's somewhere between 70,000 and 100,000, depending on market conditions. This is where most people give up, thinking it's too slow. But what they don't realize is that the next 4 years are where the magic happens. Years 7, 10, 100, compounding takes over. In year 7, Ali's investments start generating real growth. He's 100,000 becomes the 1,000, then 140,000, then 160,000 every year. The growth accelerates because the base is larger. Ali continues investing 100, 500 to 1,000 per month. He still isn't living extravagantly. He's focused on his goal. By the end, Ali has contributed somewhere around 127 to 130 dozen total earned returns that push a portfolio to 250,000 or 300,000 or even $400 plus. Depending on the market at this point, he has 2 choices: continue growing the portfolio while reducing work hours, use dividends plus small active income, low expenses to live semi, retired scale the side business, or trading income to complete financial freedom. Either way, he's retired from the traditional system. Not because of luck, not because he gambled, but because he followed a simple, realistic plan. This example shows you the real path. It's not flashy, it's not overnight, but it works. And it can work for you too. Now that you understand the pillars and you've seen a practical example, let's bring everything together with the key lessons you need to apply if you truly want a realistic shot at retiring in the next 10 years. These aren't theories. These are actionable, simple, and powerful principles that can transform your financial life if you commit to them seriously. Let's break them down. Takeaway NT. Your income is the fuel. Increase it gradually. If you take only one lesson from this video, let it be this: your income is the engine of your retirement plan. Without increasing your income, even a little, it becomes difficult to invest enough to accelerate your journey. You don't need to double your salary overnight. You just need to take consistent steps, learn one new high value skill every 6 to 12 months. Ask for raises after improving performance. Take on freelance work or side jobs for extra cash flow. Build a scalable income source like trading, consulting, or online business. Every extra dollar you earn gives you more power, more leverage, and more speed toward your 10-year retirement target. Takeaway A2E: control lifestyle inflation. Protect your wealth. This is where most people fail. Your income grows, but your expenses grow just as fast. If you let lifestyle creep take over, your retirement plan collapses. Early retirement only becomes possible when you keep your expenses stable while your income rises. Here's a simple rule you should tattoo into your mind: save or invest at least 50% of every income increase. Earn more, great. Enjoy a little. But protect the majority of that increase for your future. This one habit can shave years off your retirement timeline. Takeaway N3: consistency beats perfection. Follow a system. Forget trying to find the perfect investment. Forget waiting for the perfect market timing. Forget trying to catch the next big trend. The people who retire early don't rely on luck. They rely on systems. The simplest and most effective system for beginners is dollar cost averaging, DCA. Invest a fixed amount every month, no matter what the market is doing. Index funds or ETFs invest in broad market funds that reduce risk and grow steadily over time. Rule-based trading systems: if you trade, follow a clear, tested strategy like trend following or breakout trading. A system eliminates emotions. Emotions destroy portfolios. Let the system do the work. Takeaway N40: compounding needs time. Stick with it. Compounding doesn't reward the impatient. It rewards the consistent. Most people quit too early. Year 1 feels slow. Year 2 feels slow. Year 3 feels slow. But the magic happens around year 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's when your money grows faster than you expect. That's when the seeds you planted start multiplying. That's when your portfolio jumps in size. The average person never stays consistent long enough to experience this. You will. Takeaway: Fatty fee. Retirement in 10 years requires sacrifice, but it's worth it. A 10-year retirement isn't normal. So it requires choices that most people won't make. You may skip unnecessary luxuries. You may stay disciplined when others spend recklessly. You may invest when others are fearful. You may put in extra work when others are relaxing. But here's the truth: the sacrifice is temporary. The freedom is permanent. You give up a little for 10 years to gain freedom for the next 40. Takeaway X60: you don't need to do everything perfectly. You just need to start. Don't overthink the perfect plan. Don't wait for the right moment. Don't let fear hold you back. Start small. Start simple. Start today. Because the earlier you take action, the stronger compounding works in your favor. If you follow these takeaways consistently, early retirement isn't just possible. It becomes probable.